Happy day, happy day. Oh, yeah, I like this. I like this. I like this. I hope everybody is doing well today. I got a different setup today. I'm out here in the field, and I said, you know what? Let me go on and sit down underneath this beautiful sun on this beautiful day when we finally got a breeze. Okay? I can pull up one of my lawn chairs. I got my chete right here with me. Y'all know I don't play. I got my machete with me right here. I got the physical sword and I got the spiritual sword. I got my hoe right here, my tool, my hoe, for knocking some of this grass down. I haven't been able to get back here and do any mowing. I was supposed to get some hay baled up back here, but wasn't able to do that. And it's okay. Sometimes we need to let things be how they are. Sometimes we need to just let things be. This lesson is a continuance of something big is coming. This will be part 3. I don't have access to any of the questions and comments that will be made because the phone is situated away from me at this time. So I want y'all to please bear with me when I don't respond. Maybe I can get up every once in a while like this if I see somebody that might be, hey, brother. Okay, see. All right. Hey, family. I'll get up every once in a while and I'll run through the comment section and see what's going on. I thank y'all so very much. It got late yesterday, and I didn't get to thank everybody audibly for liking the video yesterday, the live stream. I think that really helped a lot. I really truly appreciate y'all for participating. Remember, it's not about my ego. I just realized that it's not the views that get these videos into the algorithm much as it is the participation with the likes and the shares. Okay, so if you're an individual who wants to help me with this work or help with the work of the Most High, then it would be beneficial to like the video, to share the video, and you could consider that part of your work that you're doing. And that way, as a body of a Mashiach, as the body of believers, we can move forward together and everybody will have their role to play. And no one role is elevated above the other. Okay. Um, I mentioned yesterday that some very interesting things took place behind the scenes with ventures that I'm doing and ventures that I have already released into the world. Somebody decided to hack my truejew.org website. The family made me aware of this yesterday. I wasn't aware of it. I had been on the website a couple days before that, but I hadn't checked it because, I pretty much have everything on autopilot. Well, it turns out that not only did these individuals hack my True Jew website, but they hacked every website that's associated with my cPanel back end where I do all of my on my server. Okay. And what's interesting about this is my server requires two-step authentication to get through it and to access it. And the only entities that I could think that would be able to hack it based off of the level of security that I have attached to the websites is either the back end of the people who I pay to maintain the server itself, or somebody was just so good at hacking that they were able to affect all of my websites, well, the majority of my websites. So we know that when we do this work and when we set out in truth, to do what we are called to do in the purpose of the Most High, it's very paramount that we're made aware that this isn't a game. Okay, I know a lot of us like to think that I think in my earlier years in this walk, I might have thought that the spiritual warfare element wasn't as real as it is. But I want y'all to know that I'm okay. The family is okay. We are just fine. But these things happen. The enemy does these things in order to throw us off and to make us so riled up and upset that we stop and we become stagnant in the work. You know, the enemy trying to scare us out of continuing forward in this work. But all I could say was, you remember them cartoons back in the day, the Looney Tunes cartoons, when one Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny would be fighting, and one of them would get a one up on the other one, and the other one says, "This means war." Yeah, that's all I could think about. That's all I could think about. All I could think about was what I'm finna do to hit this enemy back, cause I'm a boxer. Okay, I've been in martial arts my whole life. I'm a fighter. I came into this world fighting, and I'm gonna leave this world fighting. I hope y'all hear me when I say this. Don't let my smile fool you. Don't let the good looks fool you and all of that. And I'm just playing, but don't let nothing of my good nature fool you into thinking that I'm not a warrior for the Most High. I tell folks all the time, I'm like that light switch, okay? I'm not that dimmer light switch. We could turn the dial a little bit this way and a little bit that way. You got a little bit of dark, a little bit of light. No, no, no. I'm like that light switch. When you cut it on, and it's on and it fill the whole room, but you don't want to cut me off. That's the last thing you want to do. Okay? Because when it get to that other level of things, then it's up. It's up, it's up. Y'all understand? And so that's something that I like to tell folks when we get closer in communication, because a lot of people in this world will take your kindness for weakness. People actually think that they can walk over you and do what they want to do to you based off of the level of attention or kindness that you seek to give to them, not realizing that you are an individual who recognized your kindness levels and also recognize those levels that could be very disastrous to people who cross you, people who try to get over on you. Okay, and so in this situation, when it comes to this hacking, and now no one is able to access my websites, uh, I had a scripture.com website. Y'all know my artist, my stage name before I changed my name to True Jew this past year. My name was Scripture. So I've long had a scripture website that had all of my studies on it. The Gatekeeper Ministries channel, you will find all of the studies, or you would have found all of those studies on scripture.com, as well as other studies that I either had a hand in creating and bringing forth, or other brothers that I felt strongly connected to that I wanted to share their lessons on my platform as well. Okay. Then you had a couple business websites that I had. They're not going to affect me right now because we're working diligently on bringing these websites back into play. But in order to get back at this enemy, one of the first things that was put on my heart was to move forward with a certain offer. Okay, a certain offer to all of y'all who support this channel. You know, the enemy don't like it when you stay happy. The enemy don't like it when you stay kind. The enemy don't like it when you thinking about how you can still help others, even though you have been attacked yourself. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know many individuals have reached out to me about my book. Um, I hadn't even got a chance to make the announcement yet that the hard copy books have finally been made available. So now we have, let's see how many formats we have of the book. We have the hard copy, recently made available. We have the paperback that's been available for some while now. We have the ebook, we have the Kindle, and then we have what's that other version? Uh, there's one more electronic version, depending on what type of device you're reading off of. So, because no one can access my website right now and purchase any of the battle worn t shirts, and because nobody can access my website right now and purchase a copy of the book, what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to give out free copies of the ebook to whoever wants a copy of it. Okay? All you have to do is email the real true Jew at gmail.com, and I'm going to give you a real ebook copy of the book for free. To make it fair for all of those who have already purchased the book and supported me in that way, I'm going to forward you a free copy of the ebook. But your copy is going to be a little bit different. You are now going to be made a third party seller of the book itself. So, what does that mean? As soon as you get your copy of the ebook, to those who have already purchased a physical copy of the book, I'm going to make the ebook available to you so that you can make some money off of it. You're going to be able to sell the ebook to whoever is in your circle, to whoever you cross paths with. And all I ask is that you sell it for at least $1. Okay? Do not give the book away for free. Leave that up to me. What I want you to do is make some money off the book. Now, this offer extends to anyone who has already purchased the book, a physical copy of the book, okay? Um, that's the first thing we're going to do to get back at the enemy because that book is very powerful. So, what we're going to do is we're going to keep on spreading it. We're going to keep on raising consciousness. We're going to keep on raising awareness about where we are in the land right now. And I'm going to do my part in order to facilitate this by making it available for free. If you are interested in the book and you would like a e-copy of the book for free, all you have to do is email me, your bruh True Jew, at the real True Jew at gmail.com. That's the real True Jew at gmail.com. And when this live stream is concluded and I load everything up, when I get back to my office, I will send you a copy of the ebook for free, no strings attached. For all of those who have purchased the book, to make it fair, to make it fair. I will also be sending you an ebook. Now, you don't have to reach out to me if you've already purchased the book. I got your contact information and I know who's purchased the book already. So I will send you a copy of the ebook and you can begin to sell that as a third party seller to whomever you would like, to whomever you feel would benefit from the contents of that book. You can sell it. All I ask is that you sell it for at least $1. Make it worth your while and sell it for at least $1. Now, this is an official publication. Okay, my book has officially been published. It has its ISBN number. It has a UPC code attached to each book. So you can sell the book however you would like, just as if you was Barnes and Nobles, just as if you was Target or Walmart. Okay? And I have to make that statement because what we're doing right now, when I do this work, y'all have to realize I don't play with this. I don't play with the Most High because the Most High don't play with me. Okay? Now, when people, whatever devilish level they are on at any given time, if they think that they finna hit me and I'm not gonna hit them back, they got another thing coming. Okay? They got another thing coming. I have enough resources right now at my fingertips where I can keep my show going. I could keep my show on the road and ain't nothing gonna stop it. Like they say, one monkey don't stop the show. Okay? So they not finna stop what I got going on. And I'm not gonna allow them to stop y'all from reaching out and contacting me and connecting with me. It's just as simple as that. And so that's what I realized today. Uh my guy got back to me. You know, I have an online business where I deal with website creation. So like I told you, whoever did this hacking, I give it to them. They pretty good. They pretty good. I give it to them. They pretty good. But they not going to stop me and they not going to discourage what I got going on. So I want y'all to know, and that's a quick update, okay? If you've been looking to try to access my website and you hadn't been able to access it, then that's why it has been hacked. But we not gonna stop, okay? And I'm not gonna let that get me down. I just want y'all to see how an individual such as myself can handle a situation like this while not allowing it to affect my conscious and my energy level and who I am as a person. You see, when things happen like this, family, the enemy wants you to shut down so much that you stop being kind, that you stop utilizing your heart chakra, your heart space, that you stop utilizing the gifts and talents that was given to you by the Most High in order to effectually show and share and spread that light of love throughout the world. We not gonna stop, okay? This is what I be saying to y'all. You know, this platform on here, it'll be times when they'll shut down my whole live stream. I like, what y'all got going on behind the scenes over there? To where you want to stop what I'm thinking you stopping what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm bad enough to be using your platform. You dang right. And I'm going to keep on using it because you got a lot of lost souls on this platform who would choose to click on one video that's going to keep them lost as opposed to clicking on something that's going to liberate them in their mind. Well, yo, bro, you not going to stop this. I'm not going to stop. And see, when y'all see that this is so real, how could I ever, after an attack like this, go and join forces with this wicked one now? How could I do that? How could I do that? What kind of fool, what kind of person would I have to be to go on and do that? I got to be one sorry sack of something to go and say, you know what? You won, devil. Devil, you won. I guess if I can't beat you, I guess I got to join you, devil. Y'all got to be crazy. And I know y'all not crazy. Okay? So now we gonna go even harder. We gonna go even harder. We going even harder. The devil think he gonna stop what we got going on. Please, please. You got to be a fool. And the devil is a fool. The devil is a fool. You know the devil's so foolish. Let me tell you something. The devil's so foolish. The devil want to make enemies out of folk who ain't even want to be his enemy. I ain't wake up talking about I was gonna be the devil's enemy. I'm just doing what I'm called to do for the Most High. And the devil that made himself the enemy of the Most High. So if I'm rocking with the Most High by default, the devil that made himself an enemy to me. This is what it means to love your enemies. See, we still under grace period, believe it or not, y'all. And believe it or not, the devil, if the devil bowed down and stopped what it was doing today, the devil could be forgiven according to the laws and statutes of the Most High. But the devil ain't going to do that because the devil mind is too high. The devil is too cocky. The devil is too proud. The devil isn't humble enough to do what it takes to be forgiven. The devil has deceived itself. Father of lies has lied to himself. Do y'all hear me? So if the devil, being the father of lies, has lied to himself in order to keep himself down in that pit, do you really think the devil is going to be able to tell the truth to itself in order to get up out that thing? No, it is not. We're going to hit the devil where it hurts. You know what hurt the devil the most? What hurt the devil the most is that I can get out here in this field, that I could get out here on this lawn chair, that I could get out here with my swords, that I could get out here and sit down in front of the world and continue to move in that love and light of the Most High. Oh, yeah, the devil don't like that, but I love it. I love it. I love it. It ain't nothing gonna stop this train here. Let me tell y'all. So look, we're gonna continue reading it out of the book of Second Esdras. Yesterday we stopped at chapter 13. We were talking about Hamashiach, Yahshua Hamashiach, rising out of the sea, right before the battle, the final battle of Armageddon. You know, before we touch on this, I was something popped up on my YouTube feed earlier, right as I was getting this lesson together. The live stream information for today, and there's this Christian Broadcasting Network, CBN. Maybe some of y'all are familiar with it. Now they're in bed with the synagogue of Satan. Okay, so I'm not giving them no shouts outs or nothing. If y'all go to the latest video they put up, you can see your bro True Jew on there talking about synagogue of Satan, all of them. You know, but the thing is. And I rarely do that to people's channels, you know, obviously, but sometimes we gotta push a hard line. And with the attack that recently happened, as far as all my web platforms and the devil trying to do its thing, I said, you know what, we gonna keep on hitting this devil back. And so what they did was got up there and they talked about the red heifer, the red cow, making its presence back in Israel. And I laughed about that because we know that's the fake state of Israel as it go. That's not the true land of Israel. Those people over there who call themselves Jews who are not are the synagogue of Satan. Okay, I have no problem stating that. You looking at a real Jew right here. Okay, so I have no problem of stating the fakes versus the real. Okay, now it's up to y'all to figure out who is who if you got a problem with what I'm saying. But some of us, some of them, some of those who call themselves what they think they are, but they are not, like to play with this. And the real's not going to play with this. So I'll leave that up to you to decide who is who, and I pray for your discernment. Now, seeing that they are the synagogue of Satan, let me tell y'all something that was real interesting. They create these narratives in order to throw themselves and the people who believe that they are who they are not off. They had 5 red cows shipped into Israel and tried to make it seem as though these red heifers were a sign from the Most High, as if these red heifers were naturally native to this land. Now, I want to tell y'all something. Y'all have seen the cows on my property, right? I've put videos of the cows out. And wouldn't you have it that one of those cows happens to be a red heifer? One of those cows happens to be a red heifer, and she gave birth to Lil Junior, the little black bull. You go back in my videos and you see 3 female heifers, 2 black and 1 red. Now, I knew nothing about what these so-called Jews was talking about, these Jewish people was talking about, and I didn't make the correlation till today. But if you want to talk about the Mashiach coming back, and you want to talk about the real thing right here within the borders that I have been established within, you will see a red heifer. Now, remember, I'm from the Bay. I didn't have no cows in the Bay Area. It wasn't until I got to where I'm at and within these borders that the Most High established me in that red heifer popped up. Oh, how prophetic. Oh, how prophetic. And then here I am reading out of this red, New Oxford Annotated Apocrypha in regards to Hamashiach's return before that great and dreadful, beautiful Armageddon battle. Oh, y'all got to know I'm ready. Y'all got to know I'm ready. I'm so thankful for my youth. I'm so thankful I was placed into this avatar right here so I could be strong for the Most High. Do y'all hear me? I'm so thankful I didn't waste my prime on no basketball court or no football field or no baseball field, getting my avatar beat all up and hit all up. Oh no, I stays ready. I stays ready. Spiritually and physically. I stays ready. Your brother been having hands. Your brother been having hands. I was slapping fools across their faces. I was 5 years old. Do you hear me? I'm a baby for real. I've been doing this. I thought I was gonna fight in the Olympics against Andre Ward. I sure did. Things just didn't work out. That's a story for another day. Another day. But when I think about this and I think about everything that's going on, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I have been preserved exactly for this day right now. And I'm so happy and thankful for it. So when we talk about this big fight that's on the way, y'all got to know it's some supernatural forces at play right now. It is some supernatural forces at play. I made a video about the Anunnaki being the fallen angels. And I think I got so heavy into that particular aspect of the video that I didn't make things clear. You got two versions of these Anunnaki. You got the Anunnaki who fell to the earth, who wanted to sleep with the daughters of men, who wanted to diverge away from the Most High. Then you have those who remained in the heavenly spaces, who kept tight with the Most High and was very disgusted at what they angelic brethren decided to do when they decided to descend down into this realm and join unto the daughters of men and create the Nephilim and create the giants and create these hybrid humans who would cause havoc and wreak havoc in this world. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because every evening I can look outside, I can look up into this beautiful expansive sky, and I can see the chariots of the Most High flying over my head. I have a fleet of angels who fly over me and my home and my property every single day and night. And I see who I call the wicked brotherhood trying to stop these ones who have been asked to protect me, no different than the CIA and FBI protect the president of the United States. I don't sit up here and wallow in fear. I don't do that. I have to continue to move in a way and speak in a way that showcases to you the comfortability that one will receive when they realize that what we have been lied about, the things that we have been lied and concerning the lies, there is a truthful aspect and element to all things. And there's a comfort and peace that comes over you when you realize the lie and when you stand in the truth. And when you stand in the truth, and see, even the devil is aware of the truth. But because the devil is aware of the truth, the devil seeks to deceive those who are seeking the truth so that they might stay in the lie. Then you have those who stand in the truth and are all about the truth and seek to share the truth to the best of their capabilities while maintaining that truthful stance. And that's who your brother True Jew chooses to be with the free will bestowed to me. Just like those angels who decided to continue rocking with the Most High, even though they were propositioned by their angelic brothers to come down into this realm in order to control and deceive men as well. So we're in a very strange time. But I keep on speaking of these chariots, and I keep on speaking of the Anunnaki and the fallen ones and those who maintain their placement, because it's very important that you know this is not conjecture, that this isn't no false narrative, that this isn't some made up Hollywood story just to try to throw you off. This is real deal stuff. And Hollywood is seeking to destroy your mental by presenting you with CGI, blue screen, green screen technology, these fabricated stories based off of reality so that you will believe a lie, so that you will be distracted and not go outside and see the truth that is before your eyes. Well, your brother True Jew was called to make sure that y'all don't believe a lie if you watch this channel. Your brother True Jew was called to make sure that he delivers the truth to the best of his ability so that y'all can be put in a place where you could at least contemplate and consider the narrative that have been placed before you. We're going to go forward now. I hope y'all got y'all swords with y'all. We're going to go forward now and excuse. See what I told y'all about that wicked brotherhood? See, they sent the helicopter over me right now. Don't worry about it though, y'all. It's just fine. Thumbs up. See, y'all could tell that my energy has shifted a little bit because as this war ramps up, uh, in these individual battles, when I mean, I should say isolated battles, as these battles continue to rage on in the different places on this realm where they rage on in effort to get to this final battle of Armageddon, you're going to see many brothers and sisters who have been called and walked to this walk in the truth. And you're going to hear many different testimonies. You're going to hear many different angles and perspectives on how they deal with the attacks that they are receiving as well. But I guarantee you, if they are really in this walk and they are really in this truth, you're going to see happy and joy come from them. You're going to see them go even harder for the Most High. And you're going to see their energies and countenance changes, not for bad, but for good, for goodness sake. And you're going to see how they begin to go even harder and drill away even harder and get more creative in their approaches to how they deliver the word of truth. Okay? That goes for the lines of Judah, that goes for the children of Israel, that goes for the daughters of Zion, that goes even for those Gentile nations who are cleaving to the house of Israel, who are seeking to dispensate the truth for real in an unbiased manner, so that even their nations might wake up and see the truth. We're not playing with this though. That's what we ain't gonna do. In the wise words of Brother Richie Rich, that's what I ain't gonna do. Channel chapter 14, second Esdras. We begin. On the third day, while I was sitting under an oak, suddenly a voice came out of a bush opposite me and said, Ezra, Ezra. And I answered, here I am, Most High. And I rose to my feet. Then he said to me, I revealed myself in a bush and spoke to Moses when my people were in bondage in Egypt. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt. And I led him up on Mount Sinai, where I kept him with me many days. I told him many wondrous things and showed him the secrets of the times and declared to him the end of times. Excuse me. Then I commanded him, saying, these words you shall publish openly, and these you shall keep secret. And now I say to you, lay up in your heart the signs that I have shown you, the dreams that you have seen, and the interpretations that you have heard. For you shall be taken up from among humankind, and henceforth you shall live with my son, and with those who are like you, until the times are ended. I want y'all to listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. The age has lost its youth, and the times begin to grow old. This era or this age that we are living in has finally lost its youth, and it has grown old. It has waxed old, and that is why you are seeing all the poor that you are seeing in the land right now. What does a person do when they get old? A lot of elder people, when they reach a certain age, what happens to them? They grow what? It's an S word. What happens to them? Many elders grow senile. When they were once sound of mind and they were once operating a certain way, many of our elders in society grow senile when they reach a certain age. Am I correct? And that's what's happening with society right now. Society has grown senile, and it is time for the end of this age. My hope for y'all is the more that I speak about this and the more that you are led to this channel, the more comfortable you can get with the end of this age. Those who are uncomfortable with the ending of this age are those who still seek value and seek to reap the value from this era, who seek to still live within the system of this era. So if you are one who is afraid of this narrative and this truth, and you find yourself still trying to cleave on to this era, you have some soul searching to do. You still have some refinement to do. Those of us who want to do away with this era, it's not some suicide mission. It's just the truth that, hey, this era is done and this era belongs to the wicked one. And when you have decided what side of the fence you are on, and you've decided that you are not in league with the wicked one, then naturally, by default, you will want to cleave onto the Most High. And if the Most High is telling you that the Most High has a new kingdom coming that will be better than this one, and it has all of the tenets and characteristics of the type of person that you seek to be, the type of soul and spirit that you want to be, well, then you will see that this one, this era, this kingdom is not the one for you. And you will want to be with those who rock the way that you want to rock. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. The age has lost its youth, verse 10, and the times begin to grow old. For the age is divided into 12 parts. Listen to this, y'all. And 9 of its parts have already passed. 9 of the parts of this age was already passed in Ezra's day, y'all. Do you see how close to the end of this kingdom we actually are? I hope you do. As well as half of the 10th part. We have 12 parts to this age. Okay? 9 of its parts have already been long gone. As well as half of the 10th part. That means that parts already remain. And now, if we're at this era of the era, at this point of the era, where 9 have already gone, a half of the 10th is already gone. That means that there's another half of the 10th, and then you have the 11th and the 12th. So 2.5 parts remain. But now we in this time, way outside of Ezra's time, and I got to tell y'all, we at the end of the 12th. I think it's safe to say that we are at the end of the 12th, y'all. Now listen to this very carefully, because these are words of wisdom. I'm doing what I need to do, but y'all, I hope, are doing what y'all need to do. This is what I was commanded to do and suggested to do. And as long as I could be a light of example to y'all, hopefully you will take a piece of what I'm doing, match it up with what the scriptures is telling us, and be who you need to be for you and your household. Listen now, verse 13 of 2nd Ezra chapter 14. Now therefore, set your house in order and reprove your people. Now, who is my people? My people ain't everybody on the earth. My people are the children of Yashral, Israel, the true and living blood descendants of Israel. It's funny to me. When them Chinese folk over there in China say they are descendants of Genghis Khan, don't nobody have a problem with it. When them people over there in the UK say that they're descendants of Queen Elizabeth, don't nobody have no problem with it. When them people over there in Arabia talking about they descendants of Muhammad and they running around there, they ain't got no problem with it. Y'all see where I'm going with this? But when I tell you I'm a living true blood descendant of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, son of Isaac, son of Abraham, oh, it's a problem. Oh, we all gone. Oh, that's just a spiritual thing. No, them people don't exist no more. What are you talking about? They gone. No, they not. They are the so-called African Americans that's running around here right now. That's this place who don't know their mama and papa tongue, who don't know their culture, who don't know their people, who they are, who don't have a land. The only people on the face of this earth who cannot go back and leave the terrors of this country if we don't agree with it. European descent right now can trace their family back and can go back to Ireland, can go back to Germany, can go back to France, can go back to Italy, can go back to Russia. Wherever you came from in Europe, you could go back to. All the Chinese folk that's over here, the Filipinos and the Filipinos and the East Indian people from Hindustan and all these places. They can come over here, get their little piece of the pie. If they not treated right, they don't say nothing about it. They just go back home and say, you know what, baby, we gonna leave here. We gonna take all this American currency back with us, and we gonna go back home to our homeland and build there. African, so-called African American, is the only people on the face of this earth who cannot go back to some place where they from. And that's all by design. Yeah, I'm gonna put something on y'all today, cause the devil ain't finna just sit up here and attack me and think that the devil is gonna win and beat me. Devil got a whole nother thing coming. Got to be kidding me. Listen up. We are in the 12th part of the end of this age. Now, therefore, 2nd Ezra 14, verse 13. And before I go on, these messages ain't going to be for everybody. These messages ain't going to be for everybody. And I'm sorry about that. Now, therefore, set your house in order and reprove your people. Comfort the lowly among them and instruct those that are wise. And now renounce the life that is corruptible. That's why I can no longer get out here and do no bidding for the devil. Boy, your brother True Jew was out here wilding out. I'm so thankful to the Most High for keeping that hand of mercy on me and keeping me surrounded with a hedge of protection and extending the grace of love and light to me, and me being wise enough to answer that call back in 2007. Because if I did not be dead, and it just be another brother gone who wouldn't be able to do the work that I'm doing right now. Y'all would be hearing this message from somebody else. And I'm not afraid to say that. But I ain't dead. And I have the victory of life through Hamashiach. And guess who don't like that? That old slithery serpent, the devil. But I know if the devil don't like it, the Most High love it. This is why I'm talking to y'all the way I'm talking to y'all. Stop playing with this. And I'm doing my best to show y'all how to live while not playing with this. You can still make your music. You just need to learn how to use your gifts and talents to bring light to this world. Leave the corruptible thing alone and get with the incorruptible. Leave the worldly thing alone and get with the eternal thing. That's why I'm so happy about this new music that's coming out. All the young life that ever questioned how to rap for God and how to do this, oh, you're going to learn if you listen to True Juke. You're going to learn how to fish for men and women and souls. Do your music, rocking with your bro True Juke. I'm going to show you how to do it. Because we need more of our soldiers on the battlefield that got the gift of this music, not wasting their talent on the devil. It's a punishment for that. Listen to these words, y'all. Verse 13 of 2nd Ezra chapter 14 again. Now therefore, set your house in order and reprove your people. Comfort the lonely among them and instruct those that are wise. And now renounce the life that is corruptible and put away from you mortal thoughts. Cast away from you the burdens of humankind and divest yourself now of your weak nature. Lay to one side the thoughts that are most grievous to you and hurry to escape from these times. For evils worse than those that you have now seen shall take place hereafter. For evils worse than those that you have now seen happen shall take place hereafter. One more time. For evils worse than those that you have now seen happen shall take place hereafter. For the weaker the world becomes through old age, the more shall evils be increased upon its inhabitants. Are y'all seeing the same thing I'm seeing out here in the world? Every single day, the weak world has to carry on itself this nasty and wicked mess. Something has just been brought to my mind. You know, when Big Mama and Big Papa start getting old, and I mean so old that they bedridden, what do they nasty little wicked children like to do? And I'm talking as a grandson, right? So the generation above me, what they get to doing? Because you know, that generation don't like the grandbabies to have no say in nothing. That generation like to call all the shots now. That generation so cold, they'll take their mama and they papa and throw them off into an old folks' home. They'll start conniving with the bank account. They'll start trying to figure out how to get through the wheel. Start taking benefits from the parent. They will get as nasty. You ain't never seen your mama act or your daddy act so conniving until their parents was on their deathbed, bedridden. You ain't never seen no siblings start going at it like this so much until you seen they mama and they papa on that bed and can't do nothing about it. You would be totally surprised how many people's hearts change once their parents reach old age. Such a shame. How much lawlessness has rose and risen in the family dynamic now that the big mama and big papa is on the bedridden in the old folks' home. And that's exactly what's happening now. The earth has gotten so old now in this age, people think that they could just walk all over it. People think that they could just do whatever they want, commit all kind of evils, and ain't nobody watching. The world becomes through old age, the more shall evils be increased upon its inhabitants. Truth shall go further away, and falsehood shall come near. Truth shall go further away, and falsehood shall come near. Oh, it could make a real one cry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that is why we must set our house in order and reprove our people. No longer can you sit back and sit afraid to talk to the young life. No longer can you sit back and be afraid to talk to your children and fear losing them. Because I'm going to tell you what, if you don't talk to them and you don't do your part now, you will lose them for eternity and they will not transcend into the kingdom to come. And they will be lost forever. You got to decide on how you're going to affect these children now. You brought them into this world and you better talk to them while you still got a moment of grace to do so. Now, therefore, set your house in order. You don't let these folks just run out here and be afraid of what's happening. You comfort them. If you know the truth, you speak life to them. If you see your people getting attacked by the wicked one, you don't turn your back and fear that dang devil. You stand strong. Shall go farther away, and falsehood shall come near. For the eagle that you saw in the vision is already hurrying to come. Who y'all think that eagle is? That is the Roman Empire and America, the government, the United Snakes of America, the divided states of America, the Roman Empire's militaristic arm, as well as the Roman Empire's influential arm into the rest of the world. That is why the eagle is the national symbol of both America and Rome. Verse 19, 2nd Esdras chapter 14 reads, Then I answered and said, Let me speak in your presence, Most High, for I will go as you have commanded me, and I will reprove the people who are now living, but who will warn those who will be born hereafter. See the love that Esdras had on his heart? Esdras knew that he was living in the ninth part, experiencing half of the 10th part while he was alive. But Esdras, knowing that he was made a prophet, as a child of Israel and the Most High, had concern for his people. And the visions that he saw to come were so terrifying to Esdras that it blew his mind. And it frightened him. Not because he was a scared man. Where'd that piece of paper go? Oh, it's in my hand. I heard something fly away. I forgot I had it in my hand. Not because he was afraid man and worried just about himself, but because he knew that his children and his family, his people's children would one day have to experience the reality of the prophecy that he was given to see. Bless Ezra's heart. He says again, Then I answered and said, Let me speak in your presence, Most High. For I will go as you have commanded me, and I will reprove the people who are now living, but who will warn those who will be born hereafter? Who will reprove those? Look how the Most High works. Right to what I need. Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, Spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to God. These are all of those who Ezra was asking the Most High about. I will go as you have commanded me, and I will reprove the people who are now living, but who will warn those who will be born hereafter? Brothers like your brother, true Jew, sisters like the daughters of Zion, those virtuous women who are learning and studying and speaking with other sisters to enlighten them about the time we are in. That is who will reprove the people of today. For the world lies in darkness, and its inhabitants are without light. Your law has been burned, and so no one knows the things which have been done or will be done by you. This message of love is the Most High's grace being extended to you. I'm not one of them pork chop eating preachers who gonna sit up here and, put the show on and get up here and try to fool you with my clothing and get up here and try to speak smooth and slithery words to you. Whoever this message is for, that's who it's for. All I know is I've been called to do what I got to do, and what I got to do is stand up here and freely dispensate the word of truth to the children of the Most High, while grace has still been extended to us. Because when the lights go out, baby, it ain't gonna be no more true Jew talking to you. It ain't gonna be no other brothers talking to you unless you right around there with them. So you better take advantage of this opportunity right now. For your law has been burned, and so no one knows the things which have been done or will be done by you. Then I have found favor with you. Send the Holy Spirit into me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will write everything that has happened in the world from the beginning, the things that were written in your law, so that people may be able to find the path, and that those who want to live in the last days may do so. Get this. How many brothers then got killed since the last time I went live and said another brother then got killed? I couldn't even tell you. But I can tell you this. Everybody that is dying from the physical sword right now, everybody that is being killed, all of these souls that are being taken out, I just feel in my heart of hearts that each and every one had a moment of contemplation and a moment to receive and accept the extended grace given to them by the Most High. And they chose within their free will to cleave unto the devil instead of the Most High. And when each one of us has been given that opportunity of contemplation to either receive the grace of the Most High or deny and turn our backs to truth, oh, and especially if you are a child of Israel, oh my goodness, the punishment is crucial. The punishment is great. The punishment is so saddening to those of us. It should cause for awakening to those of us who are still here, but so many of us are still blind, deaf, and dumb. We are still dry bones as a nation. Because we are still dry bones, the majority of us, it takes those of us who have been acclimated into this truth, who have been initiated into this truth, who have been called purposefully to dispensate this truth, to stand up and to cry loud, as we just read in the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin. That's why this ain't no plaything. If then I have found favor with you, verse 22. If then I have found favor with you, 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 22. If then I have found favor with you, send the Holy Spirit into me, and I will write everything that has happened in the world from the beginning, the things that were written in your law, so that people may be able to find the path, and that those who want to live in the last days may do so. He answered me and said, go and gather the people, and tell them not to seek you for 40 days, but prepare for yourself many writing tablets, and take with you Sareah, Gabriel, Salemiah, Athanas, and Asiel, these five, who I trained to write rapidly. And you shall come here, and I will light in your heart the lamp of understanding, which shall not be put out until what you are about to write is finished. And when you have finished, some things you shall make public, and some you shall deliver in secret to the wise. Tomorrow at this hour you shall begin to write. Then I went as he commanded me, and I gathered all the people together, and said, hear these words, O Israel. Shema, Shema, Yasharal. Hear these words, O Israel. At first, our ancestors lived as aliens in Egypt. At first, our ancestors lived as aliens in Egypt. Do you see what I told you earlier? The Israelite people are still on this earth. Do not be tricked. Do not be fooled. And they were liberated from there and received the law of life, which they did not keep. Wondering why we over here being oppressed, why we have been made captive to all four corners of this world. You wonder why we are the tail and not the head. You wonder why we get trampled on in the street. You wonder why the police can do what they want to do to us, but then we turning around and all of a sudden we big and bad and hate one another. We the ops to each other, and not the real enemy ain't the ops. Because we did not keep the law of life when we received it as the ambassadors of truth given to the world by the Most High. That's why I use that analogy of the children getting whooped by their pappy. Five of the children was cutting up. The sixth and the seventh one was sitting back like, hey, 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 y'all stop that. Don't do that. Pappy ain't care though. He walked in that room and he whooped all of them. Even though number six and seven was doing the right thing. So who is number six and seven out of y'all? Who is doing the right thing? Sitting back and watching the rest of your siblings cutting up. It's no longer time to be quiet. You must reprove all of your people to the best of your ability. Those who don't want to listen, you dust off your sandals, you dust off your shoes, you dust off your shoulder, and you keep it moving. And you go to the next group of individuals who would like to receive truth as given to you through the Most High. Do you understand this? This is very important. Listen to this, y'all, and listen good. Hear these words, O Israel. At first, our ancestors lived as aliens in Egypt, and they were liberated from there and received the law of life, which they did not keep, which you also have transgressed after them. Then land was given to you for a possession in the land of Zion. But you and your ancestors committed iniquity and did not keep the ways of the Most High that the Most High commanded you. And since he is a righteous judge, In due time, he took you from what he had given. Now you are here. And now you are here. And your people are farther in the interior. If you then will rule over your minds and discipline your hearts, you shall be kept alive. And after death, you shall obtain mercy. For after death, the judgment will come. We shall live again. And then the names of the righteous shall become manifest, and the deeds of the ungodly shall be disclosed. All these folks running around here thinking they're going to get away with what they're getting away with. Them folks who allowed themselves to be used as instruments of wickedness and evil for the devil's cause in order to hack my websites when I'm putting a good work out, they are going to have to pay. Check this out. For after the death, for after death, the judgment will come, when we shall live again. And then the names of the righteous shall become manifest, and the deeds of the ungodly shall be disclosed. But let no one come to me now, and let no one seek me for 40 days. So I took the 5 men, as he commanded me, and we proceeded to the field, and remained there. And on the next day, a voice called me, saying, Ezra, open your mouth and drink what I give you to drink. So I opened my mouth, and a full cup was offered to me. It was full of something like water, but its color was like fire. I took it and drank, and when I had drunk it, my heart poured forth understanding, and wisdom increased in my breast. For my spirit retained its memory, and my mouth was opened and was no longer closed. Moreover, the Most High gave me under the moreover, the Most High gave understanding to the 5 men, and by turns they wrote what was dictated, using characters that they did not know. They sat 40 days. They wrote during the daytime and ate their bread at night. But as for me, I spoke in the daytime and was not silent at night. So during the 40 days, 94 books were written. And when the 40 days were ended, the Most High spoke to me, saying, Make public the 24 books that you wrote first, and let the worthy and the unworthy read them. But keep the 70 that were written last, in order to give them to the wise among your people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the river of knowledge. And I did so. We're going to stop there for today. That was Second Esdras, chapter 14. We give all the glory, praise, and thanks and honor to the Most High. We're going to stop there because chapter 15 is a longer chapter, and there's still more that needs to be shared about these particular chapters. Where did we start? Was it chapter 12? I believe we started it. Yes, we started at chapter 12. So 12 through 15 are very, very peculiar and important chapters out of the book of Second Esdras. Okay. I thank y'all for joining me on this particular journey. Um, it's a serious work. It's a serious work. Let me get up and check the comment section if there's any comments that y'all left. And I love this book of Baruch. I love that. I love the book of Baruch because when we read about the woes of the book of Baruch, and you can identify these woes in troubling times, with where we are today, you will begin to see that this word is alive. Let's see what we're talking about in the comment section. Say the truth. Take advantage. Hey, bro. New levels, new devils. All praise to the Father, righteousness prevailing. Yes, Queen Claudia. All praise Shaleigh V. All praise Most High Mama and Papa. That's right. I say, say the truth. Take advantage when parents are unable to function as they used to. What a shame. That's right. Thank you. Good night, everyone. It's almost 1 a.m. Hey, blessings to you all. Blessings, CL. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. You can always catch up with the live stream after. Thank everybody for liking the video too. Liking the live stream. I appreciate all of the participants today who have signed in to the YouTube platform and who have joined me in this particular study. I want to leave y'all with a sense of hope. As long as you are working toward your refinement, and as long as you are working toward that spiritual edification that those who are called are asked to take in unto themselves, you can rest more assured in confidence, in humility and lowliness that you are counted as the chosen, that you, through your free will choice and decision, have, in a sense, made yourself to be a wheat and not a tare. There is a lot of pain in the land right now. People, like I said, are losing lives, and families are left to deal with the loss of life and the pain that takes place when someone transitions and someone is killed or murdered in cold blood. And it's the families who remain who are left to deal with that pain. The devil is so busy right now that pain that is felt seems to not have a source as to why those who are being killed and taken out are experiencing that level of life and death, if I may. And you have many people who are still failing to recognize what time we are in. It's my goal with this channel, like I continue to tell you, to use as many of the gifts and talents that I have at my fingertips to deliver the light and truth through as many different formats as I possibly can. This is not no game. It's very serious. But I also remember who I am. Okay. I remember that I am just one soldier out of many who have walked the face of this earth and who have taken charge to do this work. And I will not be the last soldier. You understand? When we get to this point in our journeys and our walks where we feel so strongly and so compelled to have to share this truth and to have to share these testimonies and these perspectives, it's quite the joy. It should be a joyful occasion, something to celebrate, something to be happy about, that you were chosen to at least make it this far in your journey, in your walk. That you were chosen through the divine will to, in this moment, in this minute, in this second, if anything, if the sky was to crack open right now, you have been chosen to participate in this word of truth, and you have been chosen to dispensate this word of truth, to dispense this word of truth. What a great honor. What a great honor that is. So I'm thankful that you all have joined today. I'm thankful that you joined the live stream and was able to participate. I I'm not gonna be down. on myself. Why would I be down on myself pertaining to the hacking that took place? I'm not going to be down on myself at all. I know what side of the fence I'm on. And this is just more confirmation that I'm doing exactly the right thing and that I'm supposed to do. But I'm going to continue to move forward with that holy fire. I'm going to continue to move forward with that zealousness and esteem as given through the Holy Spirit. And so, in doing so, y'all can expect more from me, Most High Mama and Papa willing for sure. Y'all can expect more words coming through me. Y'all could expect more studies coming through me. Y'all could expect more charity and kindness coming through me. Not to be bragging about it at all, but to do my part to fight back this devil who think it's going to be getting over on me and what I got to do. You see, I'm not going to sit up here and sulk. I'm not going to sit up here and turn myself into no vagabond. I'm not going to sit up here and turn myself into somebody stagnant. I'm not going to sit up here and turn in on myself. See, if this was a thing where I was getting the glory for myself, then I could see how frustration would kick in because something or someone, some entity was affecting the glory that I want to bask in. But when you talk about trying to affect the glory of the Most High, and I've been called to do this work, oh, you don't get to get one in thinking you get one in on the Most High. That ain't finna fly with me. So I got to keep on going because the Most High saved my life. The Most High took me from a disastrous frame of mind. And anything and all things that I can do to live within the gratitude and thanks of being spared, I got to do it. Do y'all hear me? And I'm hoping you take this message in unto yourself and say, wow, if Bruh True Jew is feeling that way, I know some things happen to me. So maybe I can do the same thing too. Okay? And don't be afraid of the attack. Don't be afraid of the issues that arise when you set out to do this work. You can expect them, but you can also expect that no weapon formed against you shall harm you. You are not the website, okay? You are not the business. You are not the book. You are not the t-shirts. You are not the internet. Okay, so any and all things that you have attached yourself to, just recognize that those things are not you. Okay? So we're going to keep on pushing and we're going to keep on standing strong. But as this sun creeps over this mountainside, we're going to go ahead on and conclude this live stream. It's your bro, True Jew, tapping in with y'all. You know I love you to life always. For all of y'all who was able to participate in this live stream, I thank you very much. For those of you who will see this live stream once it's published, I thank you very much. Remember who you be. Don't give up. Don't give in. You was born a champion. You was made to win. Give all thanks and glory to the Most High and pray without ceasing always. Remember what time we are in. Remember, we are in the last of this 12th part, and the end of this age is upon us. When you have figured out what side of the fence you're going to be on, and you have decided that you are on the side of righteousness, you have nothing to worry about. You just make sure that you be a way shower and a light to those who are still living in confusion, who are still living in spiritual darkness, whose minds are still shut down to the truth, whose eyes are still closed to the truth, and whose ears are still deaf to the truth. It's not no game, y'all. Stay vigilant. Stay blessed always. I love you to life. Most of Mama Papa will, and I'll be back with another one. But until then, no. I will, Mama Carolyn. Thank you. Keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to tap in with you too. You got a book on the way. All right. I love y'all to life. Peace and blessings.